Hello, my name is Ben, and on this YouTube channel I document my own print-on-demand journey. Today I'd like to work on getting my royalties paid out from Zazzle, and the problem is that since the beginning actually I haven't even sent them what they need so they can pay me myself out. As you can see here now it's 52 sales, $68, which I think is quite good. The royalties were lower in the beginning, but I increased them to 15% now across the board. So that is a acceptable royalty for me. So the royalties compared to the sales will go up further. I'm even thinking about increasing the royalties further, but I'll talk about that in another video. Probably I need to wait if the increased royalties, I've now increased them, if that leads to a decline in sale. If not, then I will probably increase them further to something like 17.5 or maybe even 20%. But if you are not a not a US citizen, then you have to do something on Zazzle to be able to be paid out your royalties, because otherwise they will just not do it. So under your payment settings on Zazzle, you have to put all this information here in the tax information. What they want before they actually will pay you out, they need this W-8BEN form. And what you need to do, you need to decide if you're filing as an individual or as a corporation. I think these are the two main ones. I mean, there are other ones here that you can select, but if you are basically doing it under your private name, this print-on-demand business, then you have to select individual. And if you are doing it in the name of a company, as I am doing it, then you have to select corporation. For some reason, the corporation link doesn't work. If you click on here, unfortunately, it doesn't take you to the actual form, because if I click on that link, it just takes me to this IRS website, whereas here then I don't really know what the right form is. I will have to have a look, have to click on all form revisions, whereas here I've got all the forms, which can be quite confusing, but most of you guys probably will do it individually in your own name, so you have to select individual. And lucky for everybody who's doing it in their individual name, the form is actually, if you just click on it, the link is the correct one. I don't know why they haven't done it for organizations or entities, but anyway, for corporations, I mean, yeah. So for individuals, then you get this form here. What you need to do, you need to put all the information in, and it's not that much, as you can see. This is basically for everybody who is not a US citizen. They say actually here, if you're not an individual, then you need to use this form with the E in the end, which I have to do then. But basically you get the form here if you click on that link there that I just showed you. So if you are not a US citizen, then you need to do this form, and you need to use this form if you are an individual doing it in your individual name, this print-on-demand business. Then you put all you have to do here, put your name in, your country of citizenship. It's actually not difficult. Address, I think it's all very straightforward. Just all the addresses. If you have a US taxpayer identification number, then you have to put that in here. But if you are not, have you never lived in the US and you don't have a US taxpayer identification number, then you have to put in your foreign tax identifying number. So for me personally, that would be my UK UTR, which is, I think it's called Universal Tax Reference or something. That is the number, the tax number in your own country that you will get by your government authorities, by the tax authorities. So they normally give everybody, normally in every country, or at least I know of, you have a identification number, a tax identification number, under which all your tax stuff is sorted out. You need to give them that here. And then basically you have to fill all the rest in. What you then have to do is here in which country you are resident. So ideally that should be not the United States. And then that's pretty much it. And all you then have to do is just sign it, put your name down here, and then you can print it, sign it, and then you have to send it back to them in an email. So they won't pay you out actually if you have not done this, if they haven't got the form from you. The reason is, I think by law they are required to get that, because Zazzle is a US based company, and if you are making business, well, in Zazzle's name basically, and you are not located in the US, they just need this form from you. Also, that is of benefit to you, because if you are in a country and this country has a tax treaty agreement with the United States, then Zazzle doesn't need to withhold any tax from your royalties. So you get the royalties paid out as they show in your earnings summary. However, what you have to do, of course, depending on the law in your individual country and the tax laws, you may have to pay tax for that in your own country. But the advantage is that you don't have to tax it twice. So it's not the US taking the tax share and you have to do it in your own country. The benefit is that you only have to get it taxed in your own country. Now, that's what I do now for the corporation one. So I have to find that form here. I have to click on corporation again. I have to click on download. It will save it. Now again, if I click on that link, it won't lead me to the correct form. But as we saw in that other document, I have to find the form with the E at the end. So that might actually be that one here, form certificate of entities, status of for entities. Let's click on that, and I believe that is the correct one. I have to read through it, I believe, but you can see that's unfortunately a bit longer here. But anyway, so for individuals it is much easier to do. So then you have to send it to them, and that's pretty much it. Then you should get your royalties paid out. Bear in mind, I'm not a tax professional or anything, so don't take any of this here as tax advice, please. This is just my personal opinion, my findings, and hope it helps you, but it's just part of my journey here. I need to document this now and send it off to them so that I finally get paid out my royalties, because I don't want to wait another 6 months. And now that I get more royalties for my Zazzle business, it gets more and more important that I get my royalties paid out quickly. All right, so hopefully you liked that video. If you did, then please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on my print on demand journey, subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.